Hey everyone, welcome to Insightful Maths. I hope you all are enjoying the videos I'm uploading on different topics and for different grades. So if you have not liked and subscribed to the channel, please do it right now for getting more informative videos. Topic for today is Pythagoras theorem. It is basically the topic which is being introduced in grade 7. So we are going to discuss this topic. I request please see the video till end to understand this topic and the application. So let's begin. You can see on the slide, this theorem basically is named after a Greek mathematician called Pythagoras. So you should know if we are talking about Pythagoras theorem, it is based on the name of a Greek mathematician whose name was Pythagoras. This you should know. Another thing is when we are talking about Pythagoras theorem, this is applicable only in the case of a right angle triangle. I hope everyone is aware what is a right angle triangle, where one angle of the triangle is 90 degree, the right angle. Okay, so what this theorem does, it gives us the relationship between the different sides of a right angle triangle. Let's take it further. The Pythagoras theorem says that the sum of the square of the sides of a right angle triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Now what is this? Such a big statement, it sounds little confusing, but it is really very easy. Have a look at this picture. Is it a right angle triangle? And it is right angle here in between the sides A and B. Let us first understand how do we name these sides. In a right angle triangle, the length which is just opposite to the right angle triangle, this name is known as hypotenuse. Please have a look at the spelling. This longest side of a right angle triangle which is just opposite to your right angle is called hypotenuse. Another two sides are known as the arms, or one is height, another is base, whichever manner. Longest side is hypotenuse, other two are arms. Generally this resting one, this is which is joined to the base, that is the base of a right angle triangle, and this side A is the height. This much is understood. So what does the theorem says? The square of the longest side, which is the longest side here, that is C. So longest side square, hypotenuse square, is equal to the sum. Sum means I am adding two number. Which two number? The squares of the other two side. One side is of length A, so I will take A square. Another side is B, I will take B square. So how do I frame the statement? In a right angle triangle, it is important to note down here, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. You can frame it in this manner. And who has given this property or the theorem? It is named after the Greek mathematician Pythagoras. Taking this further, let us understand why does this happen. This is the proof of Pythagoras theorem. Let us consider that we have a right angle triangle. You can see this yellow one. It is a right angle triangle. Three different squares are attached to the three different sides of this right angle triangle. This is the square. You can see here, this is the square attached to A, the square attached to B, and square attached to C. How do we find the area of a square? Area of a square is side into side. So what is the area of C? Have a look how many, what is the length of the side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a square. If one side is 5, so 5 into 5, 25 is the square, the area of this one. In the similar manner, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. 3 into 3 is 9. Area of this block is 9. In the similar manner, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. The area of this block is 4 into 4, 16. And what is the area? How do we find area? If the side is C, C into C, area is C square here. B into B, area is B square, and A into A, area is a square here. Let us see if actually there is a relationship between these three numbers. As per Pythagoras, the longest side square, that means 25. I'm not taking 25 square. The side is 5 and 5 square is 25. I have already taken the square. Okay. So 25 should be equal to the sum of the other two. What is a square here? 16. And what is the b square given? It is equal to 9. 16 plus 9. Wow, that is coming 25. Both the sides are coming 25 only. That means it is true. So this is the proof of Pythagoras theorem. We should understand the square of the longest side, that is hypotenuse, is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. Now let us understand why we are actually learning this. What is the use of learning Pythagoras theorem? It determining the length of the side. For example, we have a right angle triangle. If any two sides are given, we can easily find the length of the third side. For example, A and B is known. I can find C. If C and B is known, I can find A. If C and A is known, I can find B. So in a right angle triangle, if any two sides are given, you can easily find the length of the third side. To calculate the distance between 2 points in a coordinate system. What is a coordinate system? It looks, I'll make it here, it looks something like this. When we draw a bar graph on a graph paper, what do we generally do? We make some x's and then the bar. This is basically the x1 and the y1. These are the coordinate axis. So if I have any 2 points here on the coordinate axis, I can easily find the distance between 2 points using the Pythagoras property. You're going to learn this in grade 10. So I'm not touching it as of now, but definitely in the next video, I'm going to cover this topic. If anyone is interested to watch that, please watch another video. Okay. Third one is, it is basically used in construction and engineering, ensuring that the structures are built correctly, especially when dealing with the right angles and the diagonal bracing. Okay, so basically in the construction work, engineers generally use this property to ensure if the calculation is going correct. Navigation and surveying also uses this property to calculate the shortest path or the mapping distances. In the navigation also it is being used. I'll give you a practical application of this one here. You can see that it is a wall, right? I hope you are able to see this white wall, and there is a ladder here, and there this ladder is lean against the wall. Okay, are we able to make out that this is the vertical line and this is the ground? The angle formed between the wall and the ground, is it 90 degree? You can have a look around in your house and you can easily make out if this is the wall and this is the ground, always the angle between these two is 90 degree. So if this is 90 degree and the ladder is lean like this, so which is the hypotenuse here? If I need to know the length of the ladder, what do I do? The sides making the right angle triangle, one will be height, one will be base. So which is the longest side here? Hypotenuse or the longest side is the ladder here. Okay, so all these ladder wala questions, you need to understand this, that this one is your hypotenuse, ground is your base, the distance between the base of the wall and the base of the ladder. This distance is your base and this one is your vertical height. Let us do some questions to make you understand this concept well. But a prerequisite, the minimum requirement for doing this is you should know very well how to find the squares and the square root of the number, which I am not covering right now. I have already made the separate video on square and square root. You can go to my channel and have a look there. So you can easily understand how to find the square and square root of any number. That will be applicable here 100%. So have a look at question number 1. A right angle triangle has legs of length 6 cm and 8 cm. You need to tell what is the length of the hypotenuse. So let us make, it is always advisable to make a figure. Okay, It gives more of clarity to you only. You will find it much easier to solve the questions when the figure is there in your mind. Okay. The legs are 6 centimeter and 8, whichever you can take. If you wish to take this vertical as 6, you can. If you wish to take base as 6, you can. Answer will be same. Let's say this is 6 centimeter, another is 8 centimeter. Question says, what is the length of the hypotenuse? I need to find the longest side. So how will you start? You will write here using Pythagoras theorem. You have to first write Pythagoras theorem. You have to mention here using Pythagoras theorem. What do we know? The square of the hypotenuse. What is the hypotenuse here? AC. So you have to mention here longest side square is equal to the sum of which two sides square? AB. एक तो AB square and another side is BC square. I hope everyone is able to understood till here. Now just input the values. You need to find AC square. AB is what? It is 6. So that is 6 square. BC is 8. It is 8 square. The square means the number multiplied by itself. So what is 6 square? It is 6 into 6. That is 36. So this number is 36. 8 square is 8 into 8. That is 64. If I add these two numbers, that will give me 100. So AC square is equal to 100. If there is a square on one side and I need to remove this square, it goes as under root on another side. So the value of AC is under the root or square root of 100. How do we find square root? If two similar numbers are there inside the root, under root cancel, one number cancel and one will come out. I request please go and see that video made on square and square root. You can easily solve this question. So this is under the root 10 into 10. Two similar numbers, under root cancel, 10 cancel and only 10 will be left out. So the value of AC is 10. Don't forget to write the unit. Units mentioned here are centimeter. So answer is 10 centimeter. Easy enough. Let's move to another question. In a right angle triangle, now the hypotenuse is given to you. In a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is 10 meters long. Let me just make it for you so that you can easily relate what all values are being given. This value is 10 meter. One leg is 6 meter. आप किसी को भी 6 ले सकते हो. Hardly makes any difference. Let's say it is 6 meter. You have to find the length of the other leg. This one is missing, that you need to find. First of all, give it the name ABC. This is a right angle triangle, right angle at B. Why? Because the longest side is just opposite to this right angle triangle and it is given to you as 10. Again, you will write using Pythagoras property. What does it says? AC square. Hypotenuse square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Whatever values you know, put the values here. What is AC? It is 10. So you have to write 10 square is equal to, I do not know AB. Keep it like this. Plus BC is 6. So 6 square. Find the value. 10 square. In the previous question we have done 10 square is what? 10 into 10, 100. Which is AB square plus 6 square is 36. Now, if a number is being added on one other side and I take it to another side, transposing it, plus become minus, minus become plus. It is plus 36. So, if I take plus 36 on another side, it will be 100 minus 36, which is AB square. The difference of these two numbers is 64, which is AB square. I told you if we have to remove this square, it goes as square root of this number. So this is square root of 64, which is AB. That means two similar numbers inside the root. 64 is what? 8 into 8 is 64. Two similar numbers, so one number cancel, under root cancel, we are left with just 8, and the unit here is meters, so our answer is 8 meter. So we have got this value, this answer is 8 meter. Let's move to now the different kind of the question. A triangle has sides of length 5, 12 and 13. It is not given what is the hypotenuse, what is the base, nothing is being given, just the length of three sides are given. Question is asking, is it a right angle triangle? We know that Pythagoras property is applicable only in the case of right angle triangle. One more thing we know very well, that always the longest side is the hypotenuse. So out of these three, which side should I consider hypotenuse? The longest one, this is 13. So it is but obvious, longest side 13 centimeter is the hypotenuse. Let's take this one as 5 and this one as 12 centimeter, and I'm naming it up as A, B and C. If it is a right angle triangle, Pythagoras property should be applicable here. It will be applicable here. So if Pythagoras property is applicable, we'll say yes, it is right angle, otherwise not. So you have to write here, if Pythagoras property is applicable here, it is right angle triangle, otherwise not. Right? Otherwise not. And what does the property say? Again, right angle triangle, this AC square, greatest side square should be equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. We have to see that if the two sides are coming equal for these three values, it is true, otherwise not. AC is given 13 here. 13 square is equal to AB is 5, it is 5 square. BC is 12, it is 12 square. Let us see if we are getting the two sides equal. 13 square means 13 into 13. You can check the calculation yourself. It always comes, of course, 169. I have remembered it. I have learned it up, so I know it already. You can just learn it at least till 20. You can easily write here. So it is 169 is 5 into 5 is 25 and 12 square is 144. 5 plus 4 is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6 and 1 as it is. Are we getting the two sides equal? We are getting the two sides equal. So you have to write, since the Pythagoras property is applicable in this triangle, we can say that it is a right angle triangle. This question can be asked in one more manner. Check if it can be given like this. Check if 5, 12, 13 is a Pythagorean triplet. Triplet means a combination of three sides. Pythagorean triplet means a triplet or a combination where Pythagoras property is applicable. Okay, it can be asked in these two methods. The way of solving it is exactly the same. Longest side is always the hypotenuse, and other two sides will be sufficing as one as height and one as base. Just check applying this formula. If the two sides are coming equal, your answer is yes, otherwise no. Moving to the next question. A ladder is leaning against a wall. Ladder wala question is very important. Every year, at least one question of Pythagoras property is being framed in the paper. So it is very much necessary to understand the application. A ladder is leaned against a wall, forming a right angle triangle with the ground. I shown you the picture already. If the ladder is 15 feet long, so have a look. This is the wall. This is the ground. My ladder is lying something like this. I hope you can easily relate. We can see how the ladder is being leaned against the wall. And I told you already, what is the ladder here? Have a look. Ladder is always the hypotenuse, the longest side. Okay, so the ladder is given here 15. So we can make out hypotenuse is given to us as 15 feet. Now it reaches 12 feet up the wall. What is the wall here? Wall is AB. and the ladder is going till which height? It is reaching 12 feet up the wall. So that means this height is given to you as 12 feet. Question says, how far is the base of the ladder? What is the base of the ladder here? Understand? This is the base of the ladder. Question is asking, how far? Far means what is the distance between the base of the ladder from the wall. Where is the wall? It's here. And the base of the ladder here. We are talking about the distance between these two. Is it the base that the question is asking me to calculate? Of course, it is the base, right? So we'll apply Pythagoras property here. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Just input the values. 15 square is equal to 12 square plus BC square is not known. 15 square is 225. 12 square is 144 plus BC square. A number if added on the right hand side and I take it to another one, I told you already this transpose method, the number changes the side. So that means 225 minus 144. Is it equal to BC square now? Right. Let us take the difference. 5 minus 4 is 1. I'll take a carryover. 12 minus 4 is what? That is 8. So BC square. What did I get the value as? 81. It is a square. I don't need a square. I need just the base as a value. How do we remove this square? If I have to remove this square, it will go as square root of this number. Which two similar numbers multiplied will give me 81? Have a look. 7 into 7 is 49. 8 into 8 is 64. 9 into 9 is 81. So can I write it in this manner under the root 9 into 9? And what did I say? If under the square root, two similar numbers are there. Only one number comes out, rest everything gets cancelled. So what is the value of BC here? That is 9. Ensure to write the unit also here. Every other thing is given in feet. So your answer BC is equal to 9 feet and that's your answer. I hope you are loving the topic and you are easily able to understand it and you can apply it also. Now there comes the assessment time. So please solve this question, write your answer in comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll just give you an idea how it has to be done. So it is a rectangular field. Let me make a rectangular field so that you can relate how you can use Pythagoras property here. Now the length is 20 meter. It is 20 meter and the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So this is also 20. Width is given 15 meter. If this is 15, opposite side, this is also 15. You need to find what is the length of the diagonal of the field. What is the diagonal here? Diagonal means when you are joining the two non-consecutive vertices. The points, for example, this and this, it is the diagonal, and if I take from here to here, that will again be a diagonal. So you need to find what is the length of, if I name it like ABCD, you just need to find what is the length of AC. Do we know that the corner angles of a rectangle are 90 degree? So is ABC a right angle triangle? If it is a right angle triangle, then the Pythagoras property has to be true here. So of course in triangle ABC, you will apply Pythagoras property. The length of the two sides are given, and what is that? The side which is just opposite to the right angle triangle. Is it your hypotenuse? So it is very easy. Now I have given you all the hints. You need to calculate what is the value of AC and you need to write it in the comment option. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.